In my last video, I talked about folder organization. In this one, I'm going to talk about probably the most powerful tool that Google Drive offers to its users, and that's the ability to share and collaborate. Google Drive allows you to share your work, the things you have on Google Drive, and allows others to edit it with you. And so I'm going to show you really briefly how to share both a folder and also a document. Let's say I wanted to collaborate on my AP US History class with some of the other teachers. We work on tests, quizzes, assignments together. So I want to share this folder with them. First thing we need to do is right-click on that folder. And the fourth option down says Share, has a little buddy with a plus. And I'm going to click Share right next to it. Once I do this, this screen is going to appear. And there's a few options when it comes to sharing. The first one I'm going to talk about is individual access. If you were collaborating on a folder with a fellow teacher or teachers, you may only want to allow access to a certain few people. In order to do that, what you would want to do is add people at the bottom. So if I click in that box, I could choose from my contacts. I don't have any, so I'm just going to make something up. I'm going to enter an email address, and we'll go from there. And before I click Share and Save, you'll notice on the right there's an option for Can Edit. If I click that, it brings up a drop-down that says Can Edit or Can View. So I could make the folder essentially read-only. But since we're going to be working on this with my coworkers, I'm going to leave it at Can Edit. Once I click Share and Save, you'll notice somebody else pops up. And we'll notice on the right-hand side that my original account shows me as the owner, and the one I just added shows me as being able to edit. So, if you were working with only a few people on something, that's the best way to go about sharing. The other way is being able to make an entire folder open to the public. Let's say you had a folder of resources for students, or just simply something you wanted open to anybody and everyone who wanted access. We can change that up at the very top. We'll notice it says private. It says only the people listed below can access. Well, maybe I want to open that up. So I'm going to go to Change. And we have three options: private, anyone with the link, and public on the web. In my daily use, I either have it at private for me and my coworkers, or public on the web if it's stuff I'm sharing with students. So we're going to click public on the web. We'll see access says anyone, and we are going to leave this at Can View, meaning people with this folder link can only view the stuff inside of it. So I'm going to click Save. And the last thing to point out is at the very top it says Link to Share. This is the link you would provide to students or even to fellow teachers for them to be able to access the folder. You could email it to them, share link via Gmail, Google+, some other options, or if you have a teacher website, simply post that on there. So I'm going to click Done. And I'm also going to show you how you can do this at a document level. Now I could do the same thing, right-click, share, and share, but I'll show you how to do it within a document. I'm going to open up my sample document, and once I'm in here, there's a few ways we could do it. The first would be Share, and the other one is clicking the blue Share button up at the top. And you'll see I have the same options I had before. I can change it to private or public. I can also add individual people, and I have my link to share. One thing to note about this private and public access: if you're using Google Apps for Education and you have a registered domain through Google with your school, you'll probably have a couple more options. Use them at your choice, but for the most part, I still simply stick with private and public on the web.